hello, people. And all I can say, we've done it. We actually have done it. And we have reached 1,000 subscribers. Yes, you heard it right. We have actually gone there, 1,000 subscribers. And onwards and forwards, we march on to the big 2K and so on, so on, so on, and so on. So thank you so much for your support, your constant, consistent support. Thank you so much for the likes, for comments, for chat interactions, for absolutely everything you have basically blessed me with to some degree during this time I have been on YouTube. So it's been a fantastic ride. It's been a phenomenal ride, to say the least. But overall, we are moving forward, moving much forward. And today, as happy as I am that we have 1,000 subscribers together here, and we're gonna move forward from that and onwards, I thought might do something a bit different. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Arsenal. That goes without saying, of course. But at the moment, for me, it was an interesting topic which gonna be basically talked about from different angles regarding injuries, regarding the season, regarding performances, and all this stuff. Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. Is it blind faith type of situation? Or is it a calculated risk that is bound to pay off at, well, some stage? Let's just put it that way. So we're going to talk about that. So don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the live chat, of course. Big up, Marlon. Big up, Marlon. Congrats on 1K. Oh, hope you hit 5K soon. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so too. Hope so too. Would be quite fantastic to say the least. Norgard went here in training, but you can bet they won't play. Norgard is in training. Wanjeri is in training. Saka, Rice, Trossard, Rice, and some of those players were not in training. They will be assessed this evening whether they're gonna fly to Belgium or not. And the biggest talking point is the fact that Max Dauman in Champions League for Arsenal has been replaced by Gabriel Jesus already. And the nuts part is that Max Dauman, and it's been officially confirmed by Mikel Arteta himself, that Max Dauman is, well, for lack of a better word, and there is no other way to say this, well, injured. Yes, you heard it right. Max Dauman is injured. And Arteta says it will be weeks till he is back again. Not that he plays for us, to be honest, but hey, Arteta says that he is gonna be he has gotten injured playing under 21s, and he's gonna be out for quite a while. Got injured against Man United. Ironically enough, he was dancing around Man United in the previous games as well. But yeah, Gabriel Jesus has replaced Max Dauman after Dauman sustained an injury playing for the under-21s on Saturday against Manchester United. Dauman will be added to UEFA B list in January, but will not be permitted to play in any Champions League competitions for 60 days. February 6th, basically, right? But ultimately, yeah, Max Dauman is injured, so it means we won't see him in Premier League, not that we see him there. We won't see him in Carabao or FA Cup, not that we see him there. And of course, we won't see him in Champions League, not that we see him there at the end of the day. So it is a painful one. It definitely is a painful one because you would expect Max Dauman to play. You would expect Max Dauman to play. You would hope that there would be something in that regard for Arsenal. You would think that Arsenal maybe will do something, that they would utilize Max Dauman more often, obviously. But they have not. Arteta has absolutely refused to use Max Dauman, and now he has a perfect excuse not to use him because, well, he is injured. Yes, Max Dauman is injured, and that's it. That's all she wrote, to say the least. That's all she wrote, to say the least. But hey, it is what it is. Big up Mubarak. Rice didn't train today. Yes, Trossard didn't train today. Somebody else didn't train today. They will be assessed this evening, of course. Big up Kwaja. Big up Kwaja. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Onwards and forwards we move. Smash the likes, people. We'll remove Max from UCL list and placed by Jesus. He's eligible to play for Club Brugge. Yeah, technically, yeah. Jesus can play against Club Brugge, which is quite interesting. Will he play? That is the other question. Will Gabriel Jesus feature against Club Brugge? That is one of those topics. Let's just put it that way. And of course, yeah, it is a bit of annoyance that Max Dauman is not going to play for Arsenal. Nowhere, no cups, no nothing. So we'll see how that's going to go. 5 likes. Keep smashing them, people. Bayern beat Sporting Lisbon to 3-1. Olympiacos beat Kairat 1-0 as well. What the hell? Remove back Jesus and put Max. Jesus gets injured. Max Dauman is injured right now, so we are not moving him back. Big up AFC always. Big up AFC always, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. And AJ as well. Big up AJ, the hardest working mod in the community. Thank you for the kind words. And we move onwards and forwards to more bigger things, to say the least. Like the stream, people, as everyone's saying, subscribe. We are on 7 likes. If we can push it up to 10, 15 likes, would be fantastic. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Big up, Havrat. Big up. Hope you're doing well. I'm here as always, consistently. Big up to you. More performances on this channel than Jesus for Arsenal in the last 2 years. I know it's a joke. It's a joke. Don't take this personally to anyone. But ultimately, yeah, Jesus is with the squad. He has been registered to Champions League right now. He is eligible to play against Club Brugge. Max Dauman has been removed. And I cannot help but wonder, is Max Dauman injured? He got injured against United. I haven't seen the game. I haven't seen how he got injured. But is there some part to be played with the fact that he was training with Arsenal's main team and the training regime was so excruciating that at some point let's be real, he's 16, undeveloped body, 15 even still, and he's not developed physically. Maybe that played a role, who knows? But ultimately, yeah, he is injured. I just put it that way. Yeah, Inter Milan versus Liverpool, still 0-0. Will be interesting to follow some Champions League games tonight. Royal Union scored against Marseille. They're 1-0 up, and that's about all she wrote for now. Bro says Dauman's injured. Lie, he just don't want to play him. No, he is injured. Max Dauman is injured. That's officially confirmed. Max Dauman, unfortunately, is injured. Big up Mabas. Big up Mabas. Yeah, long time coming, but we have gone there. I'm not surprised because it's Christmas. Yeah, Jesus has risen before Christmas. 3 weeks before Christmas, Jesus has risen, and he is ready to play for Arsenal. The question is, for how long? There's no denying that you cannot deny the fact that Jesus has abilities to help Arsenal. He is very technical, and that will definitely help him, and that will help the club. The issue is the finishing and the injuries. Those are the 2 biggest drawbacks for Jesus. How that's going to play into Arsenal's cards, how that's going to happen, whether it's going to happen. And will he play against Club Brugge? That's now the biggest question as well for me. Might not say much watching Arsenal ladies. Big up. Watch. Just watch. No problems. All good. What's the score? What is the score? Let me quickly find. Oh, Arsenal women's team play against Twente women's team. 0-0, 9 minutes in. I see. The game has just started. Big up to you. Big up. Thank you. But yeah, Arsenal are in this position where it is weird. Trossard, Rice didn't train today. They are working indoors. Same goes for William Saliba. All these 3 players will be basically judged this evening, specifically, whether they're going to travel to Belgium or not. And that is going to be a very interesting one to see. Big up. Thank you, Cooper. Big up, Cooper. And thank you much. Predictions for today. What specifically today? What specifically should we predict today? What do you want to see? PSV are about to score against Atletico Madrid. Jesus left wing. Maybe. It could work. Maybe if Saka wants a rest, Jesus might go right wing. But Jesus on the wing, that could be the best option. Let's be real. Yes, Jesus maybe doesn't have the finishing touch Trossard possesses, but definitely Jesus has the technical abilities and opportunities to play similarly like Trossard and even better to a certain degree from that left side. Maybe that is going to play into Arteta's hands somehow, and that's going to help for us in the attack. Maybe, just maybe. We'll see. Champions League, you mean Arsenal versus Club Brugge or in general the games are happening right now? Big up, Doctor. Big up, Le Doctor. Big up, Le Doctor. Hope you're doing well, and thank you so much. Thank you. Onwards and upwards to the 2K we go. Smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. There is one thing I wanted to talk about as well, though, and this is very weird and interesting stuff about Arsenal. More specifically, this is regarding Arsenal. About this, basically, Arsenal have lost 6 Premier League games. Probably should put it up on the screen and not just read, right? Arsenal have lost 6 Premier League games against Aston Villa under Mikel Arteta. Their second most against an opponent under the Spaniards. 7 against Manchester City. Basically, these are the teams Arsenal have, basically lost the most to. These are the teams Arsenal lose the most to. Against Liverpool, most of the losses, obviously, pretty much every single loss was against Jurgen Klopp. Aston Villa, mostly against Emery. Man City, of course, comes from Pep. But overall, yeah, it's very interesting that the most losses for us are against teams like Everton, Brighton, teams we should be beating. It's definitely, it is a worrying sign, especially since we play Everton in a few weeks away as well. So it's going to be an interesting one. Definitely is going to be an interesting one. But Arsenal tend to draw points against teams they should be beating at the end of the day. Teams like Villa, Everton, Brighton, Spurs, City. It definitely is one of those where Arsenal lose too much. And the fact that Aston Villa is the team which Arsenal lose second most to, it's definitely worrying. That is the biggest worry. Arsenal have lost to Villa under Mikel Arteta 6 times out of 12 games. 12 games and Arsenal have lost 6 times against Villa. That's 50% lose ratio. 50 goddamn percent lose ratio against Aston Villa. That is just scary hours to say the least. Genuinely. 25% lose ratio against Brighton, Newcastle, Tottenham, 33% against Everton. And yeah, if we look at Man City, against Man City, definitely, it's very, 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 very tough time to watch even. Against Man City, we cannot crack it. Arteta wants to be the Karate Kid, and he wants to beat Mr. Miyagi in his own game, and he will, let's be real, just cannot. Like, that is definitely not working for Arsenal. Let's just put it that way. Champions League definitely at the moment is in a very weird stage as well. The games have just started. Barcelona on VAR. PSV are winning 1-0 against Atletico Madrid. It's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to go. Big up here. Big up PW. Hope you're doing well. Hope Tuesday is treating you well. Yes, Goose still has scored for PSV against Atletico de Madrid. Yeah. Big up Eros. Mikel music in the building. Hope you're doing well today, brother. Barcelona's goal is it's cancelled due to VAR. Let's be real. It's been disallowed thanks to VAR. Arsenal women's team, on the other hand, in the Champions League, are winning 1-0 against Twente. Beth Mead has made it 1-0 for Arsenal women's team. At least some Arsenal teams can win constantly. Predictions for Liverpool versus Inter now tomorrow match. Obviously, we're going to beat Brugge easily. I'm saying it's going to be 2-1 or 3-1. Arsenal are going to win tomorrow. Predictions for Liverpool versus Inter. I'm going to go with 2-1 Inter. I'm saying 2-1 Inter Milan. Let's just put it that way. It's because Arteta always uses 4-3-3. Man can't change. Yeah, definitely. It's also very interesting that for Mikel Arteta, the biggest, the only trophy he has won properly, right, has been again when he plays 3 at the back. Yes, 3 at the back, which shifts into 4-2-3-1 type of role. It's basically Arteta has won a trophy with a formation he has never used since winning that trophy. Definitely feels like Arteta issue, let's just put it that way, hence why the title as well today. Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, is it blind faith or calculated risk at the end of the day? And more it looks like just blind faith. If you could maybe think it's a calculated risk, maybe right now it feels that way. But at the end of the day, when we just signed him, and still to this date, since we haven't won Premier League, Champions League, we have spent over $1 billion, it's just blind, utter faith that we're going to do something with him and he's going to win us something. Got a fresh pack yesterday. 11 descended. Damn. Nice. Big up, Hendon. Hope you're doing well today, brother. Hope you're doing well. Lavender, at least it's lavender. To be honest, probably should have done minty, peppermint or something like that. Should be minty fresh after all this stuff when it's all said and done. I would say, or maybe pine. I think pine also could be very good. Pine has very nice scent. As long as you don't have bacon scented gloves, yeah, doctor, you should be fine. Because if it's bacon scented gloves, it would be kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, big up, Hendon. Big up. Big up, Stockholm Gooner. Hope you're doing well. Big up. Thank you. And like the title, definitely calculated risk. You think Arsenal signed Mikel Arteta with a calculated risk that they can give him time, they can give him money, patience, and nobody will be too upset? Like Mikel Arteta is going to turn into another long-term manager at Arsenal, something like that. Because at the end of the day, to give a novice who has never coached a senior team this type of a job, one of the top-end jobs in footballing world, and expect to win trophies, that's basically signing him in blind faith that he pulls rabbit out of the hat. And he did that with FA Cup, playing 3 at the back, but at the end of the day, besides that, definitely not. Big up, Ryan. Big up. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. But truly, I want to smell like 1960 Grateful Dead. Dude, do you want to smell like 1960 Old Ashes? Come on, man. Igor Paixão scores for Marseille, making it 1-1. I wanted Igor Paixão at Arsenal, by the way. In summer, he went for 35-something million to Marseille from Feyenoord. I wanted him at left wing. Even not as a starter, as a backup, and looking at our left wing position, given how he plays, definitely would not have been the worst case scenario. Let's just put it that way. Lavender gloves have a really nice smell, but patients complain about really deep itching sensation. Yeah, that might not be the lavender stuff talking. That might be some sort of a different type of thing going on there. Like, if we're being honest here. 15 likes. Oh my goodness gracious. Big up to you all. Keep smashing the likes. Let's push it to 20. Let's push it to 20 likes at the end of the day. But yeah, what we're saying about tomorrow and in general, do you think, okay, the big question first. Big question first. And try to be not too biased either towards Arsenal or towards Mikel Arteta, or positive and negative light. First question for you all. Do you honestly believe Arsenal this season are going to win Premier League or Champions League? Do you think so? That's the first question. Big up Most Wanted. Big up Most Wanted, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eros. Big up, Mikel Music. Big up. Do you think Havertz will be back tomorrow? No. Havertz will be back just before Christmas. It's being said that he's going to be back. I would expect next week. I would expect that at least. So Eros says no. Dr. Alto says no. I lost hope after we failed to beat Villa. Interesting. No, going to win nothing again. Thank you, Kendon. Thank you. Onwards and upwards to 2K we go. Okay, so if you don't think we're going to win Premier League or Champions League, let's extrapolate this a tiny bit. Do you think we going to win Carabao Cup or FA Cup this season? That's the next question. This question is going to be on 3 levels. The third question will be the real one. I just want to see where people's mindsets are at the end of the day. Let's see. Most Wanted, just get rid of Arteta. Cooper says, no, you can't win with Walking Dead team. True, you can't win with zombies. Also, no. Maybe Eros is not convinced and also thinks maybe Carabao Cup. So if all the answers, right, are no to Premier League, to Champions League, to Carabao Cup and FA Cup once again, so let me pose you the question that is right now in the title of this stream. Signing Mikel Arteta at Arsenal Giving him 6 years in 10 days, over $1 billion to build his own team, is that just blind faith or calculated risk at the end of the day in signing him almost 6 years ago? What do you think? Was it just blind faith or calculated risk? And why? Would love to know also why, because saying one or the other doesn't kind of even do anything. I need to know why. I want to see your thought process behind this. Let's just put it that way. No, not going to win Carabao or FA Cup. I see. Getting rid of Arteta is a trophy for me at this stage. Oh, damn. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's nothing. Is sheer incompetence not an option? Well, that could kind of go under blind faith at the end of the day. Let's just put it that way. That would go under blind faith. And why? I would want to know. If you go for blind faith, I would like to know why. And if you're going for calculated risk in terms of maybe the patience, long term, and all this, I would also want to know why. Maybe Arteta is gunning for Champions League and Carabao Cup. Maybe, but looking at the injuries right now, I'm very worried that Mikel Arteta is going to do his signature move, and due to injuries and looking at this, knowing that he will not be able to sustain to compete on 4 fronts at the same time, he will start to cut some losses. He will start to maybe looking at these cups and think, well, maybe I can not win this one. Maybe I can go a bit harder for the other one. Give players a bit more time to rest and recover, and then just go full on in the next game. That for me is the big worry. Blind faith due to being conned by Arteta. I see. I would be happy if we win Carabao and FA Cup. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would be happy with the trophies, but at the same time, for me, it's not enough. After 6.5 years, at the end of this season, 25-26 season, it is not enough. Not enough. Calculated risk, Pep second. Yeah, it's ironic. Pep second, and Arteta also finishes second. Chio getting Arteta out will be achievement for us. Sure, it would be like another trophy. Don't give up about Jesus until he lying on Dauman being injured. No, Dauman is injured. Marlon, just relax. Dauman is injured. Max Dauman is injured. Max Dauman is injured, and he has injured his ankle. He's going to be out for 4 or 5 weeks, apparently. That's at the moment the estimate, injuring his ankle. He picked up an injury while playing against Manchester United. He's going to go on extra scans, and it's been confirmed. It pretty much has been confirmed. It's an ankle injury, just similar like Mosquera, apparently. Blind faith in my opinion, because of Kroenke's incompetence of thinking he's good enough to win anything at Arsenal. Pep's tags helped as well. Oh, definitely. Since you have been studying under Pep, that tags definitely was doing a big one for you. Definitely, that's a very nice recommendation letter for you to have. Let's just put it that way. I would be happy with the Champions League and Premier League, but now the Blue Sea is behind us again, and now I know what happens next. Yeah, exactly. It's like Taylor Swift. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. And we have seen this film already 2 times, and we didn't like ending in any one of those scenarios. So definitely. Yeah, Frankfurt are 1-0 up against Barcelona. Frankfurt has just scored. Holy crap, I did the split screen. I shouldn't have done it. Separate views. Knauf has scored for Eintracht. Yeah, Eintracht 1-0 up. Interesting. I agree that getting rid of Arteta is better than any trophy this year. To some degree, yeah. To some degree, that is the case, definitely. I think we need to win something. These players need silver. Anything will help, but it has to be 2. It has to be 2 for the smaller cups or Champs or Premier League. For me, if we win Carabao Cup, we must win then a major. I need at least 1 major, because 6.5 years under Mikel Arteta and not winning a major after all the money spent, it's just sheer crap, to say the least. Not to mention the fact we haven't won Premier League in 22 years at the end of the season, so that's definitely not going to help his cause. So definitely, I would say it has to be a major. It has to be a major. Otherwise, he has to go. Winning Premier League or Champions League for me would buy him 1 more extra year. But if FA Cup, Carabao Cup, as much as I would love to get those trophies, and if we get them, I will love it. I will be super happy. It will not be enough. Let's just put it that way. Why I say sheer incompetence is because this she doesn't accord to other sports. Yeah, true. Because of the naivety and the Hendon's point that fell for the Pep's assistant bait. Yeah, exactly. It's like literally you are getting a recommendation from the biggest company in the world, from the one of the best known people in the world, and it's all positive. It's all fine and dandy, Skittles, rainbows, unicorns, and all that stuff. Now here is where Barcelona pounds on Frankfurt. I think Frankfurt are going to lose in the end. They have scored a quick goal, but I think Frankfurt might actually crumble very soon. I never waited this long to win a Carabao Cup. The Premier League or Champions League is a non-negotiable. Yeah, we haven't won Carabao Cup in 32 years. FA Cup in 6. At the end of the year, it will be 7. Well, 6, right? It will be 6 at the end of the year. At the end of the season. Premier League, it's going to be 22 years. And the Champions League, well, we have never won it. So that's, again, different story. But simultaneously, we know Kroenke didn't buy Arsenal to win. Yeah, Kroenke has openly admitted it himself in the media that he didn't buy Arsenal stake to win trophies. The thing is, though, that was being said by Stan Kroenke. Looking at how Arsenal are being run right now, I think Josh has very big say in how Arsenal do these things. And I think it was Josh's idea to get Andrea Berta. It was Josh's idea to get, together with Berta, to get Michelin to change the headroom, the heads of the table, the big ones, and everything. I think Josh is putting his imprint, and Josh is not going to be the one who's going to tolerate this nonsense from Mikel Arteta not winning stuff. Skills are delicious, yeah, definitely, no complaints in that regard. So maybe a bit of blind faith and calculated risk. It's both, because blind faith is just hope that he's going to grow as quickly just to get job done. And calculated risk is because we were 8th or 9th at the time, 6 points off top 4, 6 or 7 points above relegation when Arteta came in, and Arsenal were in a so-called mess. So the calculated risk, it's patience. It gives them time. It gives them hope. To, if Arteta doesn't work out, well, they give a shot, they're going to get somebody else. Arteta works out, it's still a win-win for them at the end of the day. This manager gets another year, he'll destroy another player. Yeah, that is the biggest worry, though. Because if he wins a Premier League or Champions League, let's be real, he's staying another year, right? But that, again, puts us at a risk of getting more players ruined. If there's one trophy in football, it would be different, but there's tons of them. We haven't won one in 6 to 7 years. I hate that. I hate that. Like, this trend that is going on for quite a while right now, that is one of those I despise with passion. For Arteta, it has to be non-negotiable with the money spent. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Already ruined. Yeah, he has. Who y'all think he's going to ruin next? Well, Declan Rice is up there. Gabriel is looking like he's breaking down. Timber might be as another one. Like, there are lots of those. Atalanta losing 1-0 to the Chelsea. Proper Chelsea. João Pedro has made it 1-0 for Chelsea. Spurs have scored. Well, Zima has scored an own goal. And Van de Ven is got a yellow, which makes him miss the next game. If ruins Hincapi or Mosquera, I wouldn't be surprised. And Madueke, like, for me, if he ruins those, it is what it is to a certain degree. I don't want to see anyone get injured, anyone's career cut short, and all this stuff. If he ruins one for main players, it's a bit different story. Off topic, I hope Inter slaps Liverpool tonight and makes Carragher cry. Yeah, I hope Inter win as well today. I'm saying 2-1 Inter Milan. What's your thought on the drama? Like, this is the stuff you get on the Spanish Telemundo soap operas and everything, like, you know, The Bold and the Beautiful and all this stuff. This is the stuff you get there, you know, Stupido, Rapido, Corriero, Ama de Galera, and all this stuff which it translates in English subtitles just, I don't love you. Like, she says literally about paragraph of about 7 sentences and translated in English, I don't love you. And that's about it. Like, That's what it is. And it looks like apparently Mohamed Salah's entourage, his agent, is talking to Liverpool to cut the ties short. So in January, he's already a free agent and stuff like that. It's actually kind of nuts. Yeah, that's a big if, obviously, if he wins. Dauman is next. He's already injured, so it's not. It's the signs are there, people. Businessmen don't want you to waste your money, and hopefully it's true. Yeah, but that's how they do it in Americas, though. This is how they run the franchises in NBA, in NFL, in NHL. If the team doesn't perform, right, first things first, they get the best GM in the business or one of the top GMs. I.e., for Arsenal, that's Andrea Berta, sporting director. Next thing they do, they bin off the manager, which is Mikel Arteta, if they don't win. And then they let the manager, the sporting director or GM in USA, help and pick the next manager, and they work hand in hand with set of goals with that are aligned with their ideas to win stuff. I'll just put it that way. Timber could be, yeah. I hope it's not Rice, because if Rice goes down, we might as well not we're gonna finish in top 4 at best. Especially if it's a long-term injury. Madueke was ruined before he even got to Arsenal. That's a bit different story. He's just 15. Two this month he turned 16. Once ruins his hair, he's 16 only, and he's already injured and going on the wrong places. Arteta didn't destroy Saka with the fans, destroyed Saka thinking of calling a player world class when he's absolutely mid-range, not a sideways merchant to egotistical. That is the thing. Saka was good. Saka was very, very good before Arteta decided to play this robotic and pathetic style where he needs the sideways passing. Because 22-23 season, we all saw how good Saka can be, or how better he can even get, how good Odegaard can be, how good Martinelli can be. We all saw that. But since then, we have seen nothing of it. He has completely done a 180. We are playing the straight opposite, and it has ruined Saka. And playing with no backups every single game, full 90, it has put him in such deep hole of injuries, which seems like unrecoverable, that he overall is definitely not great, to say the least. And Saka had the potential. For me, Saka is not world-class at all. He had the potential to be, but based on these injuries and how he's performing against for Arsenal at the moment, he has hell a long way to go, to say the least. Arsenal, to be honest, have no world-class players, in my opinion. Until they win, I cannot say we have world-class players. Speaking of Chelsea players, has Kepa played as of yet? He has. Kepa has played 2 games, 2 full 90s, both in Carabao Cup. But Arsenal, he looks more terrible. Yeah, 2 games. Yeah, 2 games. Son Gooner's analysis on the Arsenal player injuries was a somber viewing. Yeah, Arteta is a destroyer of players. Yeah. You mean this? Sorry. I think you mean this one, because I put it in the chat yesterday, in the group chat. We are with Abs and BBK and Maddie and everyone else, right? And he talked about this. He showed this as well on the stream. He took it for his stream, and there were talks about this quite a bit. That Ben White last year was talking about the training, and he said that the training is actually harder than the games themselves. Double sessions, gym work straight after pitch sessions. It's a non-stop meat grinder at the end of the day. And Ramsdale said I've never been this fit in my life, yet he also never been this tired. Preseason is excruciating under Mikel Arteta. Declan Rice comes to Arsenal first preseason after just winning the Conference League with West Ham. I thought I was coming here fit. I was not fit. My legs were gone day 3. It's surprised that his legs haven't given out yet. That is the other big thing at Arsenal. Although he already is playing with taped up legs at this stage, he's not that far off of it as well. Gabriel Magalhaes, for example, we run more in training than in matches sometimes. The GPS numbers in some sessions are crazy. So what kind of training and recuperation, recovery, stamina, fitness, rest you can have as a player if in training, yes, you have to work hard in training. There's no denying it. But if you have to work harder than in matches and you overexhaust yourself, how is that even working then? I love this one, though. I love the penultimate one in this one. Anonymous senior player the Athletic in 2024. It's either Sterling or Zinchenko or maybe Kieran Tierney or someone like that. I would assume so. He will make you do whole session again. Yes, you heard it right. Again, if the intensity drops even by 5%. There is no hiding place. It's no wonder that in warm weather training, Havertz gets an ACL in Dubai. If this is the case, it's not a surprise. Genuinely, it's not a surprise. And obviously, Jurriën Timber said it in the Dutch interview, I think it was. Even when I was injured, I had to be in the training ground at 7 a.m. For gym and analysis, the demands never stop. They are over the top. They are ruining and killing our players to a certain degree, which is very, 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 very worrying. Let's just put it that way. Saka been ruined, yeah. Big up Terry Tibbs. Big up Terry Tibbs. Hope you're doing well. Don't worry, lads. The culprit in top Gooner's eyes has left the club. It was all his fault, yeah. Arsenal have lost the soft tissue medical person, basically, has left Arsenal, which top Gooners are saying, finally, Arsenal will be free of injuries. He plays no role in that. Arteta plays the role in getting injured. Crazy seeing that makes me feel like Arteta is more of a communist when it comes to training methods, dude. It's nuts. Paixão is a baller, yeah. I wanted Paixão at Arsenal. I wanted him at Arsenal last summer, but he went to Marseille for 35 million euros. They protect their best players in American sports. They do. They do. They're in NBA and NHL. You can see that players get listed as day-to-day or fatigue or some crap like that, and they just skip a game. Literally, they skip a game or two back-to-back. With all the flights and everything, they just skip a game. They don't play. Obviously, NBA are starting to find teams for that, but let's be real, it's a small price to pay for players' well-being and being prepared for the playoffs, for example, at the end of the season. Yeah, Saka looks mid as F at the moment, yeah. Definitely. Liverpool 1-0 up. Nope, the VAR disallowed the goal. VAR disallowed the goal. Konate's goal not happening. Martinelli is a moments player. He has had a few good cameos, but the last 3 years has been... Yeah, it's very... With Martinelli, it's weird. He has had some good moments, as you're saying. Just like Declan Rice had 2 moments, free kicks against Real Madrid. Martinelli has the same thing. That one moment against Chelsea a few years back when Conte slipped. That goal against Real Madrid. The goal against Bayern Munich and all this stuff, right? But overall, in moments-wise, he's been crap. But yet he somehow still produces some moments of magic, which is very good, to be honest. But you just wish that these performances were following up consistencies, that these performances were actually leading to something. These moments would actually mount up to a performance, then the performance to another one, and then it's a whole season and everything. You just wish that it would be the case. VAR disallowed the goal. Yep. We are not sacking Arteta. There's Galactus, Devourer of Worlds, and Arteta, Devourer of Talent. I can see that. If players get an injury in America, the guy's injured, miss half or full seasons, they shut the injured player down. Pretty much, yeah. Unless it's something serious, yeah. If it's something serious, they shut the player down. They much rather player recover fully, then they give him about still a 2-3 weeks or a month even to recover, to get better, to fully get into sharpness, into fitness, and only then they get back into the team. With Arsenal, it's just backwards. Player basically can sit up from the bed. Oh, you can play already. It doesn't matter that you broke your leg like in 50 places. Literally does not matter. EFL Cup, we can potentially win Carabao Cup if Arteta doesn't get cocky. Don't think Cups can do something for him. I think it can. In Kroenke's eyes, it will. In Top Gunner's eyes as well. It's unforgiving that Arteta does not know how to use a striker. Dude, it's been 6 years and he still doesn't know how to use a striker. Gyökeres is the first out-and-out striker we have had at Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. Well, technically Lacazette, but that's a different story. And when he was even at Man City, they did not have an out-and-out striker like Haaland. They got Haaland after Arteta left. Mind you, Arsenal actually funded Man City signing Erling Haaland because we bought Jesus and Zinchenko in the same summer for what, 80 million combined, and they spent all that money and they had some chump change left over after they signed Haaland, which is kind of nuts. I remember an MMA fighter saying that the training camp he went to, the training was more intense than the actual fight. So when the actual fight happened, he was ready. Yeah, but like in football, it's a bit different. Let's be real. For fights, it's I'm not gonna compare the sports, but for fights, it's like you prepare for a specific match, specific opponent, specific tactics, right? It's a course of month, 2, 3 months, maybe even a half a year training for a specific venue, specific match, specific stakes, and all this stuff, specific belt. In football, you play every 3 days or every week, and you train every other day pretty much, or 2, 3 times. Let's just say 2 times a week or 3 times a week. And to train to such an extent, it's never gonna lead to anything good, because if players say that the training is much harder than the games, even, it means the players don't get rest throughout the week. They actually in training play an extra game in between the games, which should not be the case. Let's just put it that way. Arteta is the Thanos of talent destruction. Well, he almost has gathered all his infinity stones. Let's just hope he doesn't snap the fingers, though. Let's be real. Let's just hope that Arteta doesn't snap the fingers. My thoughts exactly about the body recovery with this type of training methods. Absolutely disgraceful. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. The whole medical stuff needs everyone. Build a new training ground for peeps' sake, maybe as well, because the car park training ground we train basically on cement is also probably not helping. I know it's just a rumor, but even England, when they have trained at the Arsenal training ground, England international team, right? They have said it's very hard training ground. They asked that the training would be moved. No wonder our players are training sessions are. Yeah, exactly. Over the top. Exactly. Control freak Arteta. We can't imagine what happened. Dude, I'm not going to get into that one, though. Liverpool goal disallowed. Yeah. And we barely have talent. Arteta. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Ben Simmons. Dude, Ben Simmons, that's a different breed. I think Ben Simmons is more psychological and Kardashians than anything else. Somehow every single player who has dated a Kardashian has fallen off the face of the earth. Any sportsman. That's the first thing. Second of all, Ben Simmons is more psychological than physical. They weren't robbed. It's not a goal. It's not a goal. Oh, Marseille are 2-1 up. Marseille are 2-1 up. Greenwood has scored. Guess what? Guess bloody what? Guess who has 2 assists in this game? Look at this. This guy. Look who has 2 assists in Marseille for Marseille today. It is Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Aubameyang has 2 assists for Marseille. Yep. It's actually kind of wild if you think about it. He scored the 2 goals against Newcastle, and now he's assisting for 2 goals against Sangoyan. Stealing a goddamn living, Ben Simmons, bro. That's insane. The best Arsenal coach, Arsene Wenger, said in an interview that players need rest when they play too much. Yeah, they need the rest. And if the manager doesn't see the rests, that they need the rest, captain should be the one that goes into the office and says, well, we are not training today. Or let's just say these players, I have spoken to players, they feel like they're in the red zone. They need some rest. That is what Tony Adams did in the dressing. He went into the dressing room to the coach and just said, not dressing room, the office for the coach, and said, we're not training today. Players are dead, exhausted, overdone. They are running on fumes. They are not training. The coach said, yes, you are training. Adams said, no, we goddamn are not training today. And in the end, they didn't train. They didn't train. They gave the rest. The next game, they actually won. They looked more. It was well for them. Alvarez scores for Atletico Madrid, 1-1. Nice to see that. Matty said Arteta treats his players like Cal. That image bothers me. Yeah. Arteta uses players to his advantage when it's convenient for him. And when it's not, well, they are binned. Kroenke probably thought they had a bunch of Jokic's in the team just for Berta to tell Josh, do agree he's more inclined to see what Arsenal win. We have no Jokic's in the squad despite spending $1 billion. We don't have a bunch of Jokic's. We don't even have one Jokic in the team. Let's be real. We have maybe, like, just for lack of a better word, we have few Udonis Haslems and Mario Chalmers in the team, and that's about it. That's the level we have. Maybe one Tyler Hierro, and we definitely don't have any big players. 100%. We have one Daniel Gafford in the team. We have, we have Jalen Brunson, one Jalen Brunson in the team who gets misused as well, ironically enough. We have Greg Oden in the team. Let's be real. We have Greg Oden in the team and Danny Granger in the team, aka Jesus, and we used to have Tomiyasu in the team. We let go of Brandon Roy, aka Tierney, also always injured, and all this stuff. Like, look at this. Look at this. Chelsea have scouted Brazilian talents every year. Yeah, everyone scouts Brazilians except Arsenal. And even if we do, we don't sign them. Because Arsenal scouted, for example, Savio before Man City. And we didn't sign him. Arsenal also went for Bruno Guimaraes before Newcastle, and we didn't get him. Arsenal went for Paqueta before West Ham, and we didn't get him. And it's always like that. Supposedly 43 million formations, and not one gets the best out of a striker. Yeah, 100%. That is the case. Bro uses 4-3-3, nothing else. Yeah. These off-and-on injuries are not healed correctly, will keep returning. Yeah, exactly. Some players are rushed back, hence why they get injured more at the end of the day. Not properly healed. It's a weakness. It's extra Achilles heel for a player. And it costs them. Look at Jesus. He has both knees meshed up, and he has had 2-3 surgeries on the same knee. Let's be real. Big up Wahaha. Big up Wahaha. Hope you're doing well today, brother. And thank you for the 1K. Congrats. Onwards and upwards, the 2K we go. Onwards and upwards. Yep, Aubameyang with 2 assists. Of course, Aubameyang. Yeah, he's doing with more assists than Odegaard. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it is like that. That's the thing. Players do not need fitness training when the season is in full swing. They need recovery and stretching. Exactly. They need to keep muscles intact. They need to keep them stretched, warmed up, but they don't need them drained, overexhausted, so the amino acids get gathered in the joints and then they don't stretch properly. Then the cramps start to settle in during games, or even at home sometimes when they sit incorrectly or do something, which at the end of the day, when it's overexhaustion, not enough magnesium and all this, and then in the end of the day, it leads to some sort of a ripped muscle. Let's be real. They like... It's a nasty thread, let's just put it that way. Even Damsgaard from Bournemouth last season had more. Yeah, exactly. Do you think what Indy Kyle said about Wangieri is a bunch of BS? Not he wants to leave, but not... No, I think it's BS. It's sheer utter BS. To be honest, I kind of believe that I wouldn't be surprised that Wangieri asks for a loan in January, given that he had game time promises when he signed the new deal. And let's be real, he's getting no game time. I can agree with that, but yeah. Wow, look at all the Miami Heat references. That's love there, dude. I know my stuff to some degree. Let's just put it that way. I know my stuff to a certain degree. Usually, yeah, Greenwood goal. Oh, Carlos Boozer. We don't have a Carlos Boozer in the team, do we? We don't have a Carlos Boozer in the team. I'm telling you, best case scenario, what I can give you is... I don't even know. Let me think. Gabriel would be Daniel Gafford or Miles Turner or something like that. Saliba most likely would be someone like, looking at how Saliba plays, looking at the NBA. I don't even know. Lauri Markkanen, maybe something like that. Let's just put it that way. I can't even, yeah. The Brazilian we scout and we sign our Marquinhos, yeah, with the player who should be free and we still pay the money. Strip Odegaard of the captaincy, facts. Give it to the right, then we'll see if this Arteta has balls, yeah. Now imagine Declan Rice squaring up to what's-its-face, to Arteta with some talks. Marquinhos was generational, yeah, scored a goal against Zurich, cried his eyes out, then went out on loan and did nothing. Heck of a career at Arsenal, let's be real. Hey, Eros, stop laughing at me. Do they even warm up? Technically they do, but some players get injured while they're warming up, ironically enough. Yeah, Spurs 1-0 up at halftime. Eindhoven 1-1, Marseille 2-1. Big up, Gianni. Big up, Johnny. Hope you're doing well today, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today, bro. Hinkapie is boozer. I can see it. Would I definitely say he's boozer? But I would, yeah, I can see that. Hinkapie being Carlos Boozer. Let's just put it that way. I have the best ball knowledge, sucker better than Messi and Ronaldo. Oh, definitely, yeah. Just doesn't have his hair painted with Sharpie yet. I played American football for 10 years. As you get older, the less contact is needed. College in season, no contact. You are shaped, do mostly walk through before games. Yeah. Smash the likes, people. Subscribe if you haven't already, too. Smash the likes and subscribe. Do we even have a real left back who is an actual left back / left center back or left wing who can play ball? We don't have a left back in the team. We have center backs who can play as wing backs. That's what we have in the team. Timber is a center back who plays right back. Calafiori is a center back who plays left back. Hinkapie technically is a center back who plays left back. Mosquera is a center back who tends to play right back at times. But that was we are not going to get into that one. That's more for Valencia than Arsenal. We don't have out-and-out wing backs. We used to have players like Nacho Monreal, Kieran Tierney. Would love to have one of those in the club at the moment. Nacho Monreal or Kieran Tierney at the club would actually be quite nice about now. I'm not gonna lie. Heck, if we're being real, Merino has more GA than Saka. Dude, Merino at striker is better than some of the strikers we have had over the years. If Skelly gets injured, who are we playing for Wolves? At left back? Hinkapie most likely. Or some youngster. I can see that. I can definitely see that. No. Relax. Even Clichy to some extent. Yeah, even Clichy. Yeah. Definitely even Gael Clichy. 100%. By the way, I saw today a TikTok, right? Where an Arsenal fan got asked, who would they rather have as their left back? Miles Lewis Skelly or Patrice Evra? Guess which one the Arsenal fan picked. And that Arsenal fan was about 35, 40 years old, by the way. Guess which of those two he picked. Genuinely. Big up, everyone. 22 likes. If we can, let's push it upwards and forwards to 25 if we can. Would Martinelli be bad left back? Maybe. Don't know, to be honest. Halftime for Arsenal ladies, 1-0. Beth Mead's goal still stands as the only one. Big up Fusion is no Jazz. Who's finally got that 1K? Yeah, finally. Thank you. Trossard had more J than both. Yeah, you guessed it. Doctor. You guessed it. He picked Miles Lewis Skelly over Patrice Evra. Seriously, he picked him over Evra. Give me a sec. Let me check something quickly. I want to find something, if I can, on a quick note. Oh, here we go. I found it. Anyone want to see a clip? Just genuine question. Anyone down to see a clip? People, like and subscribe if you haven't already, of course. Subscribe to Gianni as well, people. Subscribe to everyone who has a channel here, people. Subscribe, show some love, appreciation. I would do a back five. Yeah, I can see that definitely working. Do you all think Salah will come back? Nah, he's not. He's out, I think. He's done and dusted. Skelly, he picked Skelly because... well, basically, yeah. Yes, I am. Trust me, after the video, I'm not so sure you will want to see that. Big up, everyone. Big up. Let's do this. Let's do this. Give me a second. Let me open this. So, here it is. Man United versus Arsenal. Now, this is for Wahaha as well, very especially since he's a United fan here. 2008 Man United team versus 2025 Arsenal team. How many players do you think are gonna be in this combined 11 from Arsenal? How many players do you think? How many Arsenal players are gonna be in this? Just genuine question. You really think Arsenal fan will pick 0 Arsenal players? Okay, let's do this, people. Let's do this. Let's turn the volume a tiny bit up, and let's do this.
2008 versus Arsenal 2025. First one, Van der Sar or David Raya?
It's hard. It's got to be Van der Sar.
Yeah. Overall, as a footballer, Raya could probably get there, but right now, Van der Sar.
Raya's done, what was it, 2 Golden Gloves in 2 seasons?
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
But Van der Sar's won a lot more.
Unbiased. We love that. We love that. Next one, Lewis Skelly or Patrice Evra?
Lewis Skelly.
Over Patrice Evra,
yeah, Lewis Skelly. His ceiling is way higher.
You know what? We had that on camera. Fair play, mate. Next one, Urian Timber or Gary Neville?
I think I like Gary Neville more as a pundit than I did as a player.
Rio Ferdinand or William Saliba?
That's unfair. That's a Saliba. I'll stick with Saliba.
Okay,
Let's
we
go.
got Saliba for that. Next one, Gabriel or Vidic?
Vidic, I think. Although Vidic, I think he's just won loads, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an absolute leader. Many trophies. Sorry, mate.
That's a good pairing. That centre back pairing.
Okay, cool. Nice one. Next one. This is a tough one, mate. Paul Scholes or Declan Rice?
I'm going to go full bias here. Rice.
You know what? Arsenal fans will agree with that.
Yeah, he has absolute lungs on him.
Yeah, fair play. Zubimendi or Carrick?
I feel like Carrick just won a lot. So for now, we'll go Carrick. That seems fair.
Fair play. Next one. Odegaard or Ryan Giggs?
Place your bets. Ryan Giggs or Martin Odegaard. Place your bets, people.
That's tough. They're different players, so I'll go Odegaard.
Okay. Fair play. Next one. CR7. And there's one player who I'm going to compare him to right now. Bukayo Saka.
Next one. Ronaldo versus Bukayo Saka.
What are you saying for that one, mate?
Saka. Get Saka in.
Okay, so Saka's made the team. Okay, next one. Wayne Rooney or Gyökeres?
Wayne Rooney. Okay. Wayne Rooney, yeah. That's
a no-brainer. Probably the best striker in Premier League history.
Yeah, but hopefully by the end of the season, I'll be made to look like a fool on that one.
Maybe he could score 30 goals. You never know. And the last one, Nani or Madueke?
I mean, give Madueke a chance, sure, but like Nani did achieve a lot in his career, so we'll go Nani for now.
Okay.
Oh my God, 5 Arsenal players in the combined United versus Arsenal. That's the same United that beat Arsenal, by the way, in the semifinals. Humiliated Arsenal in the semifinals of Champions League. Let's just put it that way. Let's see what people say. Let's see you in the chat what you're saying. 3 United and rest Arsenal. You were not that far off. Let's just put it that. Yeah, it's hard. Raya on Van der Sar, definitely. To be fair, these Arctic idiots think Raya is good. Yeah, basically, yeah. Lock it off. Wouldn't be surprised Arteta would make the players carry a cross as heavy as the cross. Oh, dude, that's just... Dude. Neville, Timba, and I love Timba. Saliba ain't nowhere near Ferdinand and Gabriel. And yeah, exactly. Oversleep, exactly. As Arsenal fans, something wrong with us. We think Arsenal players in their positions are the best. Yeah, that's a big problem with the fan base, definitely. I just think that as an early fan, but 6 years of PR and BSI. Dude, if he said Zubimendi over Carrick, like they're like, no. No. Oh God, oh no. It's like absolute disgrace. It is disgrace. I'm not gonna lie. It is a freaking shared disgrace. Saka better than Primacy on Arsenal. Yeah, basically. Well, in all fairness, Timber gets in over Neville. Rest not so much. Like our fan base has issues. Yeah, that means need to run, not walk long. The shirt. Yeah. Hey, can I get that 1/3 of my life back? Nah, I can play it again if you want to. I definitely can play it again. What did I do? Where I am a troll here. What the hell did I do here? What did I do wrong? Like, come on, man. Look at this Arsenal. Like, it's insane. I'm not going through that, dude. It's actually nuts. It's actually nuts. Yes, Kelly over ever. That is the next level crap you see every day. I'm hiding my Serie A. I'm a Serie A fan. But yeah, people, it's been a nuts one. It definitely has been a nuts one. But a clip like that is just different gravy on different levels, to say the least. To have stuff like that on social media, it's actually weird. It's insane, to say the least. But yeah, I think for today, I'm gonna lock it off. If you haven't already, people, please do me the favor, like the stream and subscribe. Won't see you all tomorrow, because tomorrow Arsenal play at 8 p.m., which means I am not going to be live. If I can, I'm going to try and push out the video. I will push out the video tomorrow. I will push out a video tomorrow. Or I actually might stream during the day. I might actually do that one. I'm not too sure yet. Let's just put it that way. Not too sure yet, but one or the other is going to happen. But for today, I'm going to be signing off. Have a nice evening. Have a nice day tomorrow. And hopefully Arsenal don't disappoint us as well tomorrow. Peace.